Welcome back to the Ango Podcast Top 10 Tuesday. This week we have a very corona-filled list, and I'm sort of sorry Mike will not be joining us this time. He's not down with the coronavirus, but probably something much worse. An overload of work. So, since this was your suggestion, top 10, which I didn't mention before, virus films. And go, Bill.
So what you're saying is we're making a viral video. All right. Puns out of the way. All right. Let's see. Start off our list. Personal favorite of mine is Shaun of the Dead.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go with we're gonna mix the zombie with the virus films.
Well, I mean, they're a virus film. This is zombie virus, so, you know.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I definitely put it down. I love that movie. I was trying to stay away from it. This is my one zombie-ish film, is The Crazies.
Okay.
See, I was sort of trying to stay away from the whole zombie thing because the cross-genre. We'll get down to the nitty-gritty of that. Some zombie films will have to appear on this, but I don't want to overload.
I mean, I feel like if that's part of the story in the film is that it's a viral outbreak, then why not, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I just tried to think of all the non-zombie. We could fill this whole list with zombie films.
That's true. All right. Let's see. How about Outbreak?
Oh, of course. That's one that I vaguely remember, but it's definitely one for the viral load of the top 10.
It was a pretty good film overall, and got kind of ridiculous because they find the cure and everything within a half an hour, it seems like, in the end of the film, but which was a little nuts, but I think it was pretty good. Cuba Gooding Jr. basically does everything.
Well, in those days, Cuba Gooding Jr. did a lot.
That's true.
Showed Jerry Maguire the money. Well, I'm going to have to represent, and I'm probably going to push for this one, The Bay. Local Maryland film.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I'm surprised. I was reintroduced to it in my eco-trauma, which was a writing/sociology course at UB, University of Baltimore.
I'll have to watch it. You got any others?
12 Monkeys, one of the best viral sci-fi films.
What do you think, I Am Legend? I guess, do you think that counts?
Yeah. I did a little research beforehand just to check my math. The Bay was questionable, but someone else put it on the list, so...
Okay. All right. What else you got?
Children of Men. It's a little bit of a stretch, but basically a flu-like made it's quite a unique. It's not the virus that's the problem. It's what the after effects. It basically made almost everyone infertile.
Yeah.
And theoretically, it could be a fear in our very future because new strain, who knows the after effects.
That's true. That's a good one. Let's see here. I don't know. We're gonna put another zombie one on there. Zombieland.
Yeah, throw in the zombie ones. As I said, I tried to stay away from that, but we probably will factor the zombies low for this list, but they should be represented.
Yeah.
Another good horror, Cabin Fever. That was quite a unique, isolated case. Not very relevant to overall, but it was a good, enjoyable film that actually stuck in my memory after I watched it.
What was that one pseudo-zombie movie where it ended up being rabies? It was like an outbreak inside of a building, an apartment building. You remember that one?
No, it could have been The Crazies. That's basically... That was the premise of The Crazies. It wasn't zombies. Okay. It was like a super version of rabies, and it hit a town.
And it was like all in the dark. Is it? Oh no, that okay. No, I think that was different. Hold on one second.
You might be thinking about one of the record ones, which was a zombie-ish one.
Let's see.
And we have I Am Legend on.
Yeah, we have I Am Legend.
That's one that I can stand behind.
Trying to see what that Quarantine. I think it was Quarantine. Yeah, it's a crappy movie, but you know, it was that one that was all shot in the dark with like the green like filter.
Yeah, I saw it coming across my list, but I think I
Yeah.
tried to watch it. It just annoyed me. Yeah, I do remember trying to watch it and just be like,
Yeah, no, it was just a crappy horror film. But I'll put it down because it is a viral video or virus video. Sorry. All right, what else you got?
well, one that I do not remember well, but I found it and I thought it was interesting, the Andromeda Strand.
Okay, yeah, the Andromeda Strain. Yep.
Strain, brain. Yeah, I had to do research, but I
Who
almost
wrote that?
I think that when I was looking it up, it was Michael Crichton, or I could get that confused with someone else.
It was Michael Crichton.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I haven't actually read it, but I've heard it's good. So I don't think I've seen the film either.
No, I remember seeing the film, but it was weird. It was a 70s film.
Yeah.
So it was one of those weird desert feely things. Oh, I just thought of one that I can throw on.
What's
The
that?
Stand.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it can
yeah.
count. I mean, it was a miniseries, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we should count it.
I think so too. Yeah,
There's
that's
no
a good
Stephen
one.
King on this list.
Yeah.
I can't really throw The Cell, which is one of the most and the movie was crappy from what I hear. The
Yeah.
book was
It
good,
wasn't great. Yeah.
but it had Cusack. But I thought I'd get it out there.
How about Contagion?
Contagion.
Was that Ewan McGregor? Was he in that?
I mean, I
Gwyneth
put it
Paltrow?
on. I do not remember it. Supposedly,
I remember.
bat-
He was,
the bad joke about Mike made, Gwyneth Paltrow, I believe she was in that.
yeah. Yeah.
But I don't remember it very well. A lot of people are citing it as a good example of disease spread. So it should go on the list.
Yeah. I remember something about it. There being like a common flower or something ended up being the cure. That's all I really remember from it.
Yeah, I probably saw it. Or maybe not. Wait. Kate Winslet, Matt Damon, who I hated, Lawrence Fishburne, who I love, Judah Law, who
Okay.
are my me.
So
Same
it's
thing
Matt
with
Damon. Yeah, I was thinking it was Ewan McGregor, but it's Matt Damon. Okay.
Gwyneth. Also is another me actress. I really like her in some things, and I'm really like no in other things. And she's forgettable in too many things, as we said. She was the girlfriend in Seven, whose head was in the box.
Yeah. What's in the
I
box?
do not recall that. What's in the box?
Speaking of Brad Pitt, I guess there's World War Z, if you want to put that in there.
Sure. Another zombie representative. Also, I think a better representative of that. Yeah, that was very viral based also, so it's very
Yeah.
fitting. Because they found
And,
a cure and some weird convoluted plot device. I forget what it was.
I think they had to infect themselves with another curable virus or something that it would
Yeah.
compete with the zombie virus or something like
It would
that.
make them pretty much unattacked.
Yeah, exactly, because they were already, so it was basically kind of like inoculating themselves. I don't think they ever found a cure, but they figured out that if they were infected with something else, that the zombies would leave them alone. Speaking, I guess, with the zombie themed, I just actually watched 28 Days Later. Yeah, the other
That's
day
also
for the first
another
time.
one that I came across in this whole searching for viral videos.
Yeah,
So I might as well put it on the list. It's something I agree with over World War Z.
What was that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, with his daughter had like some sort of zombie virus? It was actually surprisingly good.
Got me on that one. Either missed that one or forgot about it. Was it 80s or more current day?
Actually, this one was fairly recent.
I've been off the Schwarzenegger hype train after he became governor.
Maggie, that was it.
I'll put it on if you want, but I never saw it.
It was a good movie. Actually, like I said, I was surprised. It was just kind of one of those things that popped up one day, and I was like, sure, I'll watch it. But it was actually surprisingly good.
No. Was he actually? Has he become a decent actor? And since he doesn't have his, I wouldn't even say he was ever good looking, but he was definitely buff.
Oh yeah, he does a pretty good job. So I gotta give him credit.
Older actors always gotta up their game when their looks start to go. Common universal fact.
All right. Well, we're getting quite a few on here. You have any others?
Nope, I sort of run my course. I blew my proverbial load. And me saying that makes me regret Mike is not here, but
way to pick up that mantle and run with it.
Someone's got
inappropriate comments, right?
Yes.
Someone has to make it sexual at some point, right?
It would have been Mike, so I gotta pick up the slack since he's not here. Hopefully he'll be here for the Friday podcast, but you know how work crap goes.
Just maybe make sure you don't blow your load on anyone. You don't want to give them coronavirus.
I would not. I would have to have it to start with, and then it would have to, from what I know, it would have to get into them, either eyes, mouth, or some other orifice.
Like I said.
Yeah.
I guess you've been preparing for this your whole damn life, haven't you? You're like, I already don't leave the fucking house. Right?
Yep. They call me vitamin D deficient Brian for a reason.
Pop in some anime and play some PlayStation and let the world burn, right?
Yeah, bring marshmallows.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. We have 16 films on our list. So let's pare it down here.
Okay. Give me just the zombie movies we brought up.
Let's see. Zombie movies. We have Maggie, 28 Days Later, World War Z. Let's see. Zombieland. I don't know if you count I Am Legend as a zombie film. It's kind of on the edge.
I think, do we have any more Shaun of the Dead? Yep. I think zombie, it's hard to say. I think we should kick off the ones that are not focused on the viral aspect. So I Am Legend should stay.
Yeah, I think I Am Legend should stay. Yeah.
As much as it pains me, the comedic ones, Shaun of the Dead, and
Shaun of the Dead should be on there, and Zombieland. Okay.
No, I think one of them has to go.
If I was going to pick one, I would pick Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, yeah. Let's knock out one of the comedy ones that really aren't that focused on the viral aspect.
Okay.
I don't know about Maggie. It's up to you how viral that stays. I want to just kick off Quarantine. I don't care if it was viral.
Yeah, we can take that off.
We both were like, it was a crappy film. This is top 10. If it was...
Let's see here. Children of Men, was pretty good. Children of Men, I'd leave on.
Yep.
That was just kind of an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
I would definitely keep on Outbreak.
I mean, it was a different take on the viral. It was the aftermath.
Yeah.
You know, people not having babies and that becoming the real concern. Every young life was lost. It was a heartache for the whole world. I think it started off with a terrorist attack. The youngest person born died today in a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
It was well done. It was a little overblown with the mystery box at the end, that mysterious island or whatever. No, ship.
Oh, yeah,
Research
ship.
ship
Yeah,
that they were
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to take the first pregnant woman in 20 some years to, but that was probably my only criticism, is that sort of mysterious ending for that film.
The Andromeda Strain. I mean, I haven't actually seen it, so I don't know whether or not it was any good.
I vaguely remember it. I think we take it off the list. It's going to
Okay.
be on enough other lists. I do want to push for The Stand.
The Stand, I agree with, yeah, because I think we watched that at your house one day years ago, didn't we?
Yep. So,
Yeah,
but we're going to consider it a film. It's longer than a film. It was a mini series.
yeah. What it was like a 3-part made for TV thing or something, right?
3, 5. It
Yeah,
was a good amount of time to take, but it was based off of a Stephen King novels. So
yeah,
to do that properly, they tried to fit it into 2 little episodes, and that was a failure.
yeah. Let's see. Um. All right, so we got 3 more we need to get rid of. We have the Crazies, the Bay, 12 Monkeys, Cabin Fever, Contagion, World War Z, 28 Days Later, and Maggie.
World War
I
Z, I
think.
think, should be off.
Okay, we can take that off.
It's just a subpar. I mean, it was okay,
It was it was okay, yeah.
but for a best list, no. I
I
can't.
would probably take off the Crazies as well.
I like that film, but it was a
Well, if
little
we want to leave it
cheesy.
on, we can leave it on. Yeah, we can leave it on.
It was,
Um,
I
I
would
think
have.
Contagion should be on there. I think it
Yeah,
was pretty good.
I didn't actually watch it, but it sounds like a pretty good example of a viral video.
And 12 Monkeys should definitely be on there.
Yep.
All right.
This seems like the hardest list ever. We don't want to take anything off.
I never saw Cabin Fever, so
Yeah, we can drop that. It
okay.
really was a
I didn't know if
cheesy
it was.
horror that had some funny moments, but
Oh,
it
okay.
might have had Justin Long dying at the end, but could be some other generic dude. So yeah, drop. That's the one that I would suggest dropping out of everything.
What about 28 Days Later? You want to keep that one on there?
Uh, I don't know how much they get into the virus, so I would take it or leave it. It was a good
Um,
zombie film.
I think they get into it fairly well. They had like the drop of blood that gets in the guy's eye and that kind of stuff, and it's just kind of an interesting. Uh, Even though it was a zombie film, I don't think it focused too much on the zombies. It was kind of more, what happens to society afterward.
So, yeah, in those regards, it might be a worthy. I still think, yeah, it should be on there over something like Shaun of the Dead, but I want to represent one comedy.
Yeah, I like Shaun of the Dead. That's one of my favorite movies. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 more to pick from. We have. So, do we decide to take the Crazies off there, or do you want to keep that?
Put it as an honorable mention.
Okay.
We're having trouble getting rid of anything. I'll make one. You make one allowance. I make one allowance. You pick one of yours that you want off.
Um, Maggie was surprisingly good, so I think I'm going to leave that on there. So, all right. So I guess the Bay you said was good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one I want to keep on no matter what.
All right, that's our 10 then. And we got honorable mention. I think should go to maybe World War Z and the Crazies. That's what we had come down to.
Yeah,
Possibly Zombieland.
yeah, might as well. We can have
All right,
three
that's our 3. Yep.
honorable.
All right. And so where do you want to order these? What's a good number 1?
I
So
want to. I can't push for the Bay. I can't push for the Crazies.
I would probably put Shaun of the Dead, to be honest. It was
We
just
can't. We can put it number 3. Put it down for number 3.
all right, all right.
I'm
A
sorry.
Children of
Just
Men probably number one.
okay.
If I'm looking at these as like either that or I Am Legend, it's kind of
Yeah, I'm fine with either one of those. 1, 2, and 3.
okay. All right. So do you want I Am Legend or Children of Men as number one?
Cinematically, Children of the Men has to take the top spot. I Am
Yeah.
Legend. As much as I like Will Smith as an actor, he has a weird feel in all his films. He either nails it or he is weirdly cast. And that was one
Yeah.
of the weirdly cast. He still did a good performance, but it was just one of his weird, like his Deadshot and Suicide Squad.
Yeah. The overly dramatic roles, I think sometimes he struggles with. I think he did a really good job in I Am Legend, but I know exactly
Yeah.
what you mean.
It's just like off, like it feels weird.
Yeah, yeah,
He was in that role for name appeal. A different actor probably would have been better, but he still did a good job.
yeah. And it was a good film. And
Yes.
it was well made. All right, let's see. All right. What do you think we should put last? Should we put I don't know. Hmm.
Well,
Do you wanna-
Maggie, you didn't see the Bay, and I didn't see Maggie, so that should be in the lower tier.
Okay. All right. How strongly do you feel about the Bay?
Pretty strongly. It was a very competently low budget film.
Okay. So you want to put that at number 9 and Maggie at 10?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, Maggie probably had much better budget, but the Bay.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Trust
Yeah.
me, you would love the concept of the Bay. Basically, the reason for this affection is because of all the pollution in the Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, nice.
Us as Marylanders should actually at least put a representation of this very serious issue, which I think is getting better, but I don't want to know the pollution of the Bay.
This looks like it's a fairly recent film.
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to figure out how to watch it here. All right. Let's see. All right. So then we've got Outbreak maybe next at number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really my cup of tea, but I still respected it.
So we've got 12 Monkeys, The Stand, Contagion, and 28 Days Later left.
I want to push for 12 Monkeys in the Stand.
Okay, so
12 Monkeys
5.
was the sci-fi aspect. You know, I got to push for that before. Now that we have all the serious contenders out of the way, I push for the genre films.
And I would probably go Contagion next at 7.
Okay. I
And
do
that
not.
leaves 28 Days Later at 8.
Okay.
All right, we have our list. So
Okay.
let's.
You're doing the list because I want to do these. Because I want to clip these. Say something about these films as much as you can. Did you need me to do an overview of any of the films you're not familiar with?
Probably The Bay at least.
So as I said,
Well, I can just ask you, as we go along, which ones I don't know about.
okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay, let's do it. Do it
All
to
right.
it.
Our definitive top 10 list of virus movies. Coming in at number 10, we have Maggie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Surprisingly good film. I'd recommend watching it if you get the chance. It's kind of a zombie theme, but a little bit different take. And then we've got number 9 at The Bay. Brian, you want to tell us something about that?
Yeah, The Bay was definitely an interesting take on pollution. Basically, the pollution of the bay creates a weird parasitic virus like thing that starts affecting all wildlife and the humans. And it's just a bloody good attempt for a little budget. Think Blair Witch, but much smarter and much more scary.
All right. At number 8, we have 28 Days Later, also kind of shot in a low-budget film style, but a pretty solid zombie flick. Then we've got number 7, Contagion, with Matt Damon. Also, I think a pretty good look at not only the virus aspect, but the political aspect of an outbreak. So that one's pretty good. Number 6, at The Stand, Stephen King. Brian, you might know some more details about that one than I remember.
Well, a world-ending plague that starts with a flu that takes out like 99% of the population. Mm-hmm. The rest got to get together, and basically conflicts ensue between the good Boulder people and the evil Las Vegas. It's rather black and white for this tale, but hey, it's King.
All right. And then number 5 is 12 Monkeys. You want to tell us some more about that one too?
Oh, 12 Monkeys. Brad Pitt in this epic sci-fi fantasy world where someone drops a virus and basically fucks all of humanity. So they're smart enough to come up with time travel, but not a cure. So they send Brad Pitt back. I think he's a convicted con in it. Don't quote me on that. But he comes back, love stories thrown in there with a man at a time. And I think somehow he stops it, or he doesn't. The ending is vague, and I like it that way.
All right. And coming in at number 4, we have Outbreak. So that's Dustin Hoffman, Cuba Gooding Jr. New guy, Cuba Gooding Jr. comes in, saves everybody's bacon, you know. But I think they did a pretty good job at showing, again, the virus and how it can, something can, have a pretty quick spread. And then the political aspect with the military trying to contain it to that town.
Show me the cure.
Yeah, right. So, all right. And then we have number 3, one of my personal favorites, Shaun of the Dead. So, a classic, I think the only comedy we have on our list, zombie film. You want to say anything about Shaun of the Dead before I move on?
It's a great film. I don't know how it's both a spoof and not a real zombie film at the same time, and that's incredibly difficult to pull off.
It is, and I think they did a fantastic job with it. So, all right. Number 2, I Am Legend. Will Smith battles a bunch of zombie vampires created by a virus used to cure cancer. So, all right. Then our honorable mentions, we have World War Z, Zombieland, and The Crazies. And coming in at number 1, our personal favorite or best virus film, Children of Men. Brian, you had some strong feelings about this. You want to wrap us up on Children of Men?
Yeah, it's a epic, weird, slow burn dystopian vision for the future. Awesome mood. As I said, the sort of mystery box ending is a little annoying, but that's the movie's only flaw. The acting in it is phenomenal. The action somehow it managed to pull off action scenes quite well in this weird place where people are already worried about the human race not existing.
Yeah, I know Mike's not with us, but if I remember right, that was one of his favorite films. I think the 3 of us may have even seen it together. And I remember coming out of the theater and Mike saying how much he really liked it. So I think that may be in contention for his top pick as if he was with us today as well.
God bless Mike. May we always remember you. He's not dead. Oh, okay. Thank you for that list. And take us out, Bill.
All right. Well, it's been fun, ladies and germs. So don't forget to tell us how much you hate us in the comments. And remember, Going out during coronavirus when you don't have to is like hiding a zombie bite. Have a good day.